Good morning children. Welcome to Narayana Live Class. In this session, we are going to discuss about the assignment under the topic Elements and Compounds. Let us discuss the question answers one by one. First one. On the basis of chemical composition, we classify the pure substance either as elements or compounds. So, pure substance can be classified either as elements or compounds. Who is the first scientist gave the term as element in 1661? Robert Boyle. Robert Boyle was the first scientist predict the term element in the year 1661. Robert Boyle. Antoine Laurent Lavoisier. He is a French chemist. He is the first person gave the definition for element. What is the definition he gave? An element is a substance. An element is a substance which we cannot be broken down into simpler substances. We cannot broken down an element into a simpler substances by chemical reaction. So an element is a substance which we cannot be broken down into a furthermore substances in a chemical reaction. Is it clear? This element can be classified into three types. They are metals, non-metals and metalloids. So elements are classified into three types. What are all they? Metals, non-metals and metalloids. What does mean by metalloid? Metalloids are nothing but the elements which has both the characteristics of metals as well as non-metals. Is it clear? The next one. The elements which can be drawn into thin sheets. Elements which can be drawn into thin sheets. We call it as malleability. The metals we can easily drawn into thin sheets. For example, you can see that aluminium sheets, copper we can make it into a thin sheets, whereas iron we can make it into a thin sheets. Okay, so the elements which we can draw or we can make into thin sheets, we call it as malleability. So these are the first 5 questions. I hope you all understand. Let me recollect once again. On the basis of their composition, chemical composition, we can classify the pure substance into compounds or elements. Then Robert Boyle, he is the first scientist gave the term element in 1661. Third one, Antoine Laurent Lavoisier. He is a French chemist. He is the first person gave the definition for element. What is the definition for element? An element is a substance which we cannot be broken down into a simpler substances by a chemical reaction. Is it clear? Then the elements are classified into three types. What are all they? They are metals, non-metals and metalloids. What is metalloid? Metalloids are nothing but the elements which has both the characteristics of metals as well as non-metals. Then the fifth one, the metals which can be drawn into thin sheets. The elements which can be drawn into thin sheets, we call it as, the property is called malleability. Is it clear? Let us move on to the next. Metals or sonorous. What does mean by sonorous? The metals which produces ringing sound. When you struck hard in a metal, we can hear a ringing sound. So the metals are sonorous which produce ringing sound. What are all the examples of metals? So some few examples of metals are gold, silver, copper, sodium, potassium, etc. These are all some examples of metals. Then, which is the metal, only metal which is liquid at room temperature? The only metal which is liquid at room temperature is mercury. Mercury is the metal, it is the liquid metal at room temperature. Even the elements like the gallium and cesium can also melt just above the room temperature. It can also melt at just above the room temperature, but the only metal which is liquid at room temperature is mercury. What about the non-metals? The non-metals do not conduct heat and electricity. Non-metals, they are poor conductors of heat and electricity. Why? Non-metals are poor conductors of heat and electricity. See, even in our home we used to see the pressure cooker. How the handle of pressure cooker is made? The handle of pressure cooker is made by plastics, isn't it? See, by using your bare hand you can take and keep it aside. How? Because it does not conduct electricity. Whereas the cooking vessel, it will conduct electricity. It is a metal. Whereas the handle part, it is made of plastic. So we can use a bare hand to keep it aside. So normally the non-metals they are poor conductors of heat and electricity. And we can also see the electric switches. It is made up of bakelite, isn't it? It is a kind of plastic. So it is an example for non-metal. It does not conduct electricity. And we can see the tester, the head portion of the tester. By using that, we can check whether the electric current is passed or not. The head portion, it is made of plastic. It does not conduct electricity. So normally, the non-metals are poor conductors of heat and electricity. What is compound? Let me write here. What is compound? Compound is nothing but two or more substances mixed together in a definite proportion or in a fixed proportion. What is the difference between the mixture and compound? Mixture means two or more substances mixed together in any proportion, that is mixture. Whereas in case of compound, two or more substances mixed together in a definite proportion or in a fixed proportion. For example, if you take water, water is a compound, isn't it? What is the fixed ratio of water? The fixed ratio of water is, let me write here. For example, if you take a compound water, here it consists of hydrogen and oxygen. What is the ratio? It has a fixed ratio as 1:8. Isn't it? So, two or more substances mixed together in a fixed proportion is called compound. Is it clear? Let me recollect these questions. What is the sixth one? Metals. Metals are sonorous. It produces a ringing sound. When you struck a metal, we can hear the ringing sound. That's so metals are sonorous. What are the examples of metal? Gold, silver, copper, sodium, potassium, etc. These are all some examples of metals. And which is the metal present liquid at room temperature? So mercury is the only metal which is liquid at room temperature. And actually non-metals do not conduct heat and electricity. Non-metals are the poor conductors of heat and electricity. The 10th one, what is meant by compound? Non-metals are the poor conductors of heat and electricity. What is compound? Compound are nothing but two or more substances mixed together in a fixed proportion. Two or more substances mixed together in a fixed proportion, we call it as compound. The next one. Normally, metals conduct heat and electricity. See, in the previous question we have discussed non-metals are poor conductors of heat and electricity, whereas metals conduct heat and electricity. See, when a bulb is connected to the metal wire and another end of the wire is connected to the battery, we can see the bulb will glow. Can you understand? When you connect a wire, when you connect the bulb in the metal carrying wire and another end of the wire is connected to the battery, we can see the bulb will glow. That indicates the metal conducts electricity. Whereas in place of metal, if you place any wooden block, the bulb will not glow, which means non-metals do not conduct electricity. So metals conduct heat and electricity. Metals which can be drawn into wires. The metals which can be drawn into wires, we call it as ductility. Metals which can be drawn into wires, that is called ductility. For example, if you take copper, we can draw the copper into wire. We can make it as a wire. So the metals which can be drawn into wire, we call it as ductility. Normally, the metals are luster. Normally, the metals are luster. What does mean by luster? Luster means they are shining in appearance. The metals are shining in appearance. So, metals are luster. Let us recollect this three questions again. Metals can conduct heat and electricity. They are good conductors of heat and electricity. Metals which can be drawn into wire, we call it as ductility. And the third one, metals are luster. They are shining in nature. Is it clear? I hope you all understand all those question answers. Thank you, children.